Hello everyone, I'm Michelle and welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be what your higher self wants you to know that will help you in the next phase of your life. Today's reading will also be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across this is the perfect time for you. I'm going to be using the spell casting deck to help us choose our messages, and I will pull out 4 cards that you can choose from. Our first card is Confidence. Our second card is Trust. Our third card is Grieving. And our fourth card is Justice. So you can use the word or the image or the colors of the card to help you decide. I'll also add a crystal to each card, so that can help you decide as well. Feel free to take a minute to choose the card that's resonating most. You can pause the video if you need to, but remember to just go with your intuition as to what card to choose. And because this is a general reading, if you're being drawn to more than one card, that's totally okay, because sometimes there's an additional message that's meant for you within that reading as well. Okay, so when you're ready, you can find the timestamps in the description box and head straight to your reading. I'm actually going to go ahead and shuffle the cards here and select the tarot and oracle cards that I'll be using for this reading. So feel free to stick around and watch that if you like, or you can skip ahead to your reading and I will see you there. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose card number 1. So your card is confidence. Let's have another look at that here. So if you chose this card, I imagine that the word confidence is probably resonating with you in some way, whether you're currently gaining confidence or maybe you're lacking confidence. So I'm sure that your higher self has some messages around this for you. So let's go ahead and start with our tarot cards and see what other clarity we can get. And our first card is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So the Ten of Pentacles is a great card. It's about abundance, really in all forms. If you see on this card, there's, like a happy family, there's kids playing, there's lots of pentacles to indicate wealth. Everybody is happy and healthy and just in a really, warm, loving environment here. So I definitely feel like whatever you might be going through right now, again, whether it's a lack of confidence or that you're currently expanding your confidence in a time where you're growing your confidence, this is what is on the way for you as you go through that transformation. So let's have a look at our next card and see what else we have. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so another great card here. So the Six of Pentacles is, again, a little bit about abundance here, but it's more about the give and take of abundance. So receiving as well as giving. So what I would take from this is that your higher self is suggesting to you that whatever you're going through right now requires a give and take. So perhaps you have had a difficult time receiving, and this is quite common if you have a confidence issue, that you might feel like asking for help or receiving help is a form of weakness. So pay attention if that's something that you have been feeling or been dealing with, that your higher self wants you to know that energy is an exchange, and abundance in all its forms is an exchange as well. So make sure that you are open to whatever opportunities might be available to you in order to receive. And then on the flip side of that as well, if you've been too focused on what you lack, and too focused on how you're going to get things into your life, that might be creating a problem as well. So how can you share what you're receiving as well, so that there is that good, give and take energy happening in your life? Let's have a look at a few more cards here. So our next card is Passion Ignited. Okay, interesting. So this tells me that you are in a phase in your life where you are probably making some changes, and that could be why you are dealing with either some confidence issues, or maybe your confidence is still building because you're in this new phase where something has just been sparked in you. So you're looking to make a change, you're looking to create something new, you're feeling really excited and passionate about it, but you're also a little bit worried. So there's some fear there, and this is just a reminder from your higher self that you don't need to be afraid. Whatever you are, getting really excited about in your life is going to lead to some really good things. So that in itself might help with the confidence a little bit, but something to consider and to work on as well. Let's have another look at our next card here, which is Triumphant Success. Okay, another really positive sign here. So many great signs, and lots of recognition from your higher self that you can succeed with whatever this next thing is that you're working on. You definitely have what it takes. So you do not need to fear, that you're going to mess it up, or that you don't have, whatever you need to get into this next level or this next phase. So confidence is the key for creating this kind of, abundance and success that we're seeing here. But it is definitely there waiting for you. So if you're the one holding yourself back, then definitely how can you allow yourself to maybe be a little bolder and take those risks or take those steps that maybe you've been afraid to take so far. Let's have a look at some of our oracle cards. And our first card is Protecting Treasure. So what this makes me think of, you can see there's like a treasure chest here, and there's someone kind of curled up, and they've got umbrella over them to protect them from the rain. What this is making me think of is that you might be worried about losing something. So maybe you're worried that if you take this new direction in your life, that maybe it's not going to turn out, or maybe you're going to lose something that you've gained, whether it's, it could be finances, like maybe you're afraid that you're not going to make enough money in this new venture. But whatever it is, your higher self is telling you that you are protected. So while I wouldn't say to just, be careless or anything like that, of course, you do want to make sure that you're coming from a place of security. So you've taken necessary steps, if that means, saving up a certain amount of money before you try something new, or, getting all your ducks in a row before you take that next step. So do come from, that place of security and being smart, but know that whatever it is that you're considering, what you have already created is protected, and you are, safe as you move into this new phase of your life. And let's have a look at our Moonology card. And we have Emotions Are Running High, Supermoon. Okay. So again, I'm feeling like perhaps you are the one that is holding you back in whatever you're going through right now. You might have a lot of fear. You might have a lot of doubt. There could be a whole bunch of emotions that you're feeling right now. But the supermoon is a really good sign, of a positive outcome. So again, just another little nudge from your higher self that you can go ahead with this new idea, this new venture, this new phase in your life with confidence, because it looks like everything is going to work out in a really positive way for you. And let's have a look at our final card. And it says, Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, interesting. So when I think about this in terms of your whole reading and the emotions running high, confidence, protecting the treasure, I'm wondering if maybe, you've just been really worried about losing what you've built. And maybe even worried that if you stop or take a break, that everything's going to fall apart, or you're not going to be able to get ahead. So this is, again, just a reminder that all of this is, a process. This is not, a race or anything like that. This is a process. This is your whole life that is unfolding, and there's no, specific deadline that you need to achieve certain things by. So the get off the treadmill thing too is also making me think that maybe you're thinking about changing your job, especially if you're working in, the corporate world, and maybe feeling like you're just not getting ahead, that you might be, you're maybe considering a shift, either to a different position or a different type of job, or maybe even starting your own business, something that's going to give you more control over your energy, over maybe the stress and the emotions you're feeling at work. So whatever it is that you are dealing with right now, your higher self is saying, take a little step back, try to see the big picture here. This is not, this is, a sort of a whole life transformation that's happening as you enter this new phase. It's not something that you need to accomplish by next Monday. And that you can take your time with it a little bit. You can take a little time to breathe. You can follow your heart, follow things that are exciting you right now. And that is what's going to, help you build that confidence. And just know that success is right there. Like, we can see it all over your reading right now. Success is right there and you're protected. You really just need to follow your heart with this and really follow your intuition and trust that you know what you're doing. You have what it takes to create all of this, beautiful happiness and wealth and so many amazing things in your life. So I hope that message really resonates with you and helps you to have the confidence that you need to take that next step, whatever that might look like for you personally. So I do want to say a big thank you to you for watching this reading. If this message did resonate with you, I would love if you gave me a thumbs up and subscribed to my channel, because I would love to see you again soon in another reading. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 2. Your card was Trust. Let's have another look at that card. Oops. So the image, this is a really beautiful card, but the image here is making me feel like this person is feeling a little bit lonely, feeling a little alone, maybe a little bit disconnected. Like, it looks like they're trying to connect to this light here, but it's almost a little bit filtered, a little bit muted. So I feel like you might be in a place right now where maybe you're feeling a little disconnected. It might be from yourself, from your intuition. It might also be from other people. And there's a lack of trust. So again, is that trust, that lack of trust with yourself or with other people? So that's something that hopefully we will discover in this reading and see what your higher self wants to tell you about trust. So let's have a look at our tarot cards. And our first card is the Seven of Wands. So in this card, I feel like there's potentially something that's trying to or I don't want to say attack, but something that's bothering you, something that is trying to disturb your peace. So you're up here, really trying to do your thing, and create this, peaceful and joyful world for yourself. And there's, all these things that are trying to disturb your peace. So this is telling me that perhaps that lack of trust does have to do with other people, that there may be someone who is, causing a disruption in your life, maybe multiple people that are causing a disruption. And, what you need to do is really, look at how she's in this bubble. You really need to shield yourself from negativity right now and really focus on yourself, on your own inner peace, on what you can do to support yourself. So let's have a look at our next card and see what else there is. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, great. So this is a card sort of inspiration. You can see the joy, creativity, a youthful, feeling, a fun feeling in here. So this is telling me that whatever, you're experiencing here that's disrupting your peace, you just need to focus on yourself and what you want to create, not what is going to make everybody else happy, or not trying to appease everybody else, but what is it that brings you joy? What is it that, brings you that kind of youthful, curious, creative, joyous feeling? Because that is something that you need to pursue right now. and really kind of help take the focus off whatever is causing that disruption. And let's have a look at our next card. Okay, interesting. We have temptation. So a couple things are coming to mind with this card. This is traditionally the devil card in tarot. So what's coming to mind here is, like I said, a couple things. On the personal side, this can speak about like a negative mindset, about negative thoughts that you might be telling yourself. And then, of course, it could also be speaking about some of the other people that are just creating disruption in your life. But I'm definitely feeling like there's maybe some mindset stuff going on here. So are you talking to yourself in a negative way? Are you creating a lot of self-doubt for yourself because of the way that you're speaking to yourself? So definitely watch the language that you're using with yourself. How can you have more supportive thoughts? This might be partly the answer here, is pursuing that thing that lights you up. That's going to really help. But definitely watch, the words that you're using for yourself, and that you're not allowing yourself to get too caught up in the negativity. Let's have a look at our next card. And we have intuition. In the traditional tarot, this is the High Priestess. But yes, this is all about connecting with your intuition, having that strong connection with your inner self, your higher self, which is definitely the message here for you, is that we don't want to be looking outwardly right now. We want to be looking inwardly. So what is your gut feeling telling you? What is your higher self trying to tell you right now? And the easiest way to find that is by following the sparks of what lights you up. Follow the encouraging voices that you have within you, not those, negative voices that are telling you that everything is crap. Listen to those voices that are telling you what to do instead, what might be an alternative to what you're experiencing. And I feel like the trust is going to build within yourself. I'm feeling much more like this is about trusting yourself right now. Now, you might have had your trust betrayed, but oftentimes when we have our trust betrayed by someone else, we almost feel like we've betrayed our own trust because we let it happen. And I don't mean that to say that it's your fault or anything like that. I just mean that that's like the mental process we sometimes go through, is saying like, I shouldn't have let that happen. I shouldn't have, I should have seen that coming, or whatever it is. But what you need to do is trust yourself again. Trust your intuition. Know that you do have the answers within you. And it's really interesting in this reading. It's almost like we have this negativity over here, and then this positivity, this, connection to your intuition, your higher self, all of that over here. So that's an interesting dynamic that's kind of showing up in this reading. Let's have a look at our next card. And we have Gentle Gardener. So this is making me think of, planting seeds, and being really gentle with yourself as well. I'm kind of getting this, again, youthful kind of feeling here of starting something fresh, starting over a little bit. And it doesn't have to be a drastic starting over. I think it's more of like a mindset shift, and picking up the pieces of whatever you've been dealing with and moving forward, and, taking your time, being gentle with yourself, self-care, and just starting to take those new actions that are going to lead you down a different path. Let's have a look at our Moonology card. Okay, it says a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So excellent confirmation from your higher self here that whatever you might be dealing with is going to come to a positive conclusion. So there is a win-win solution here. It might not be easy to see right at this moment, but know that there is a positive outcome that can come for you, and maybe if there are other people involved, that can come from that for them as well. Okay, and let's have a look at our final card here. Okay. So more awesome confirmation from your higher self here. It says you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So this again is really making me feel like these 3 cards here with the trust card. It's really making me feel like your higher self is saying you need to trust whatever this vision is that you have for your life. You need to protect your inner peace. You need to protect whatever brings you joy, whatever sparks your creativity, and know that those things are correct. So whatever you've been doing, even if you've had some difficulties arise as you're doing them, like as you're trying to take these steps, know that it is the right path. So you can really trust that you are on the right path, even if there's these diversions or these challenges that have been popping up for you. So as I'm looking over this reading, I feel like it's really a positive reading, even if you might be going through some difficult things right now, that you really, you have the answers within you. You just need to dig deep, really protect yourself, like we said, and follow those curiosities, those sparks, those instincts that you might have. That's going to lead to so much more joy and happiness. So I hope that this was helpful. I would love to know in the comments if this reading resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And I would love if you hit the like button if you liked this reading and subscribe so that I can see you again soon in another reading. Thanks. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 3. Your card was grieving. And we can see here, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I have that on camera. We can see definitely some people who are grieving, and the butterfly, which indicates transformation. So you're obviously going through something right now, whether you're grieving a person or a relationship or something that's happened in your life. You might be grieving your old, your past self. Something has changed that you weren't prepared for. But regardless, you're dealing with some really big emotions right now. So let's see what your higher self has to say to help you through this next phase of your life. Okay, so let's have a look at our first tarot card. And we have the 9 of Swords. So you can see there's definitely grieving happening in this card. There's a lot of sorrow, disappointment, sadness. This card can suggest that there could be a lot of like despair, like mental sadness, like whether it's negative thoughts or anxiety, depression, that kind of thing. But really just feeling really low. And so I definitely just want to acknowledge whatever it is that you're going through right now. This card does have some light in the corner here as well, and a white bird that signifies hope, light, a connection to your higher self that you can find there to help you out of this situation. So again, just some acknowledgement here about what you're going through. And let's have a look at the next tarot card. And we have, okay, the 5 of Cups. So another one that is, again, kind of about grieving, about, this one's more emotions, whereas this one was more mental. This one's more about emotions. It's hard to see, but in this card you can almost see like the energy from her heart that's getting sucked down into this void. And so I feel like something is definitely weighing on your heart, whether you've lost something or you feel like you've been betrayed or something like that, but something is definitely weighing on your heart here. There is in this card as well some positivity. So she's really focusing on what she's losing right now, but there is still, all of this right here that she is not looking at. So this might be an indication from your higher self to try to focus a little bit more on what you do have, and whatever's happening in your life that's good. But definitely allow yourself to grieve as well if that's what you need right now. So this is obviously a very difficult point in time for you. Let's see what else we have. Okay, interesting. We have stand your ground. So perhaps there has been a feeling of, something not working out, perhaps a feeling of betrayal. Whatever it is, that this is telling me that either you need to stand up for yourself, or you need to protect yourself, or you need to take back your own power. Now, in terms of, standing up for yourself and protecting yourself, this may not be against someone, or it might be, depending on what your situation is here, but it might be just in terms of like supporting yourself as well, like really protecting your energy, protecting yourself so that you can get the care that you need right now. So I'm definitely feeling like your higher self is asking you to kind of cocoon yourself a little bit, put up a little bit of padding around yourself to protect yourself, to help you get through this time. Let's see what else we have. Okay, interesting. The throat chakra. And so the throat chakra is about finding your voice and is actually really connected to this stand your ground. It could be that you've been feeling like you can't speak up, or you can't say what's on your mind, or you're struggling to find the words to stand up for yourself. So this is suggesting that that you really need to look within and try to find the words that you need to help protect you, to help you regain your power. So focusing on your throat chakra, maybe doing some journaling and meditation, because this is also about communication. So maybe doing some journaling to see what comes up and see if that helps, as well as doing some meditation, anything that will kind of bring you back into yourself. This might also be about communicating. So it might mean that you might need to seek somebody out for support. So all of these, except for the grieving one, are, people who are by themselves. So if you are feeling alone right now, it might be really helpful to seek out somebody that you can talk to for support, so that you can share what's going on with you, because I do think communication is important right now. So let's have a look at our next card. And we have Dragon's Lair. Okay. So this is making me feel a sense of protection. Maybe like you've been wanting to protect yourself, or maybe like it's necessary to protect yourself right now. You can see the whole castle here is covered in ice. So it's like there's like this layer around the castle protecting it from anything outside, and the dragons are outside. So this could mean a couple of things. Like I said, you might have been feeling like you need to protect yourself right now. That might be important. It might also be suggesting that you have had this wall around you to protect yourself, and nothing can get in. Nothing can get in to help you in particular. So consider whether keeping this wall up is supporting you and is necessary still, or is it time to let that thaw and maybe let somebody in again? So again, that's going to be personal for you, but just something to consider. Okay, let's have a look at our Moonology card. And we have Expect Powerful Change, New Moon Eclipse. Okay, so this is a really awesome confirmation from your higher self that change is coming. So you've really gone through a lot over the last little while. You've been in a difficult situation, but know that this is not going to last forever. Things are about to turn around for you. You've been given some suggestions here for how to do that in terms of finding your voice, taking back your power, maybe speaking to someone, maybe letting some of your exterior begin to thaw so that you can let someone in again. So this is definitely a process. It's not easy, but it is absolutely going to get better. Let's have a look at our final card. Okay, and we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Okay, amazing card to finish with. Again, such a nice confirmation from your higher self that things are changing. Things are beginning to shift. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. So you know that you have the answers within you, that you are stronger than you think, that you have what you need to overcome this difficult situation, whatever that might be for you. So know that you do have the ability to get through this, and that things are going to get so much better for you very soon. So I just want to sort of reach out and give you a virtual hug right now, because you've obviously been going through something difficult, and it's not easy to get through a period of grief or a challenging period. So know that you are not alone, and that there are people who can support you, and that your higher self is sending you a lot of love right now in this reading, and a message that things are going to get better. This is just a time that you're going through right now, a difficult time that you're going through, but things will change, time will heal, and things will absolutely get better. Don't be afraid to reach out for support, share your story, and really reclaim your own power by giving yourself whatever it is that you need in terms of self-care right now. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to know if this resonates with you, and you can, share a comment if you would like to in the comment section. And I would love to see you again for another reading soon. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you again. Bye. Hello and welcome to everyone that chose card number 4, which is the Justice card. So this is an interesting card to have come up for a selection, and to have chosen this card, I imagine that there's something that you are hoping for justice around, or that you've gone through something that maybe just didn't seem fair, something didn't work out the way that you had hoped. So let's see what your higher self has to say regarding this. And we'll start with our first tarot card, and we have the Ten of Wands. So as you can see on this card here, this is a card about being on a journey and feeling weighed down, like having too much on your shoulders, taking on too much, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like the journey has been challenging, perhaps feeling like you're a little bit alone on this journey, like you're carrying all of this burden. So whatever you've been going through lately, I feel like it has been heavy for you. Like it is definitely weighing on your shoulders. You're feeling like this is too much, and you need some change. You need something to shift. So let's see what our next card is. Okay, and we've got the Queen of Cups. So what a transformation from the Ten of Wands to the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is someone who is very intuitive, very in touch with their inner voice, very in touch with their emotions, lives a very heart-based life, very loving as well, very loving and wise. So to me, this is showing the transformation that is possible and that is awaiting you if we shift this situation here. So if we're able to let go of some of these burdens and make some changes in your life, then you can really live a much more heart-centered life. And I think as well, your higher self is suggesting that living based on what your heart is telling you is really important for you to feel fulfilled and happy in life. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, and we have new beginnings. So in traditional tarot, this is the Fool card. So just like the card says, this is about new beginnings. This is about making a fairly drastic change and starting down a brand new path, taking a bit of a leap of faith. So it might be something that you're contemplating, some changes that you're contemplating making, and it might seem a little bit scary, a little bit like you're not sure how this is going to go. Is it going to work out? But you're ready to really take this next step into the unknown, into something brand new, because clearly what you've been doing is not feeling that great. Like this has not been working for you. It's not feeling good. So it's time for some big changes and a really big new beginning, fresh start in your life. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we have foundation and achievements. So this is a great card to get after this new beginning, because this is showing that you will absolutely be creating a strong foundation for your life. So this card is about planting seeds and creating something. I mean, you can see this is like a happy family in their home with the rainbow. So they're really creating something strong this time. So you've been feeling that the life that you have, or the things that you've been dealing with right now, have not been going your way. And so this new beginning can really help to shift you into this heart-centered way of living, where you're going to create a really strong foundation going forward. Let's have a look at our next card. Okay, and it says unexpected visitors. Interesting. So there could be somebody new coming into your life that could help you with this next phase, or that might be a big part of this new beginning that you're embarking on. So maybe it's somebody that's going to join you with this new adventure. Maybe it's somebody that's going to help you with whatever shifts you need to make. Maybe it's somebody that's going to help you unburden yourself a little bit. I also feel like this might just mean the unexpected in general. Like you're starting something brand new. You don't know where it's going to lead. And it's probably not going to lead exactly where you expect. Things aren't going to go exactly the way you think they're going to go. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be bad, because I'm seeing really positive outcome over here. But I think that just be open to surprises, and that those surprises might be even better than what you were expecting. There might be some really nice new opportunities, new people coming into your life that could really help things change for the better. Let's have a look at our Moonology card. Okay, so this one says, don't let your past hold you back, South Node. So again, I'm really getting this sense of leaving your past behind, or making a drastic change, doing something completely different, going down a new path. So this is, again, just a reminder from your higher self that your past does not define you. Whatever happened, and maybe this has to do with the Justice card, like maybe something happened that was just really unfair, that really was difficult for you and left you in a difficult situation. But you don't have to let that define you. You can focus on your heart, following your heart, and healing, and really create this new life for yourself that's going to be so much happier, so much more fulfilling, and just so much better than whatever negativity you might have been dealing with, or whatever overwhelm and difficult situation and challenges you might have been dealing with. So let's have a look at our last card here. Okay, it says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So again, so much, amazing confirmation from your higher self here that whatever you're considering right now, you're considering some kind of big change. What would you do if you knew that you could do anything and it would be successful? Like, your past isn't going to affect this new future. Whatever, responsibilities or burdens that you're dealing with, that's not going to affect your new future. If you could really leave that behind and start fresh, what would you do? What do you want to do? This is really about trusting your intuition, really taking on some of this energy here, trusting your intuition, listening to your heart, being really in tune with who you are and who you want to become and what you want to build. And all of that potential is there for you right now. But it will take some courage to start this new beginning, to take this, this leap of faith into something brand new. And there might be some challenges along the way, for sure, but ultimately it's going to lead to so much more happiness and fulfillment. And your higher self is really just encouraging you today to say, you've got this, you've got what it takes to take this next step. So I really hope that this reading was helpful and encouraging. If you are going through a difficult situation, that there's a lot of opportunity for change and growth and creating a really positive future. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If this reading resonated, I would love if you left me a comment and subscribe so that I can see you again soon in another video. Thanks again. Bye.